Level 1. The applicant. You are 32 years old and you have spent your entire adult life becoming qualified for a job that receives 18,000 applications every 2 years and selects between 8 and 14 people. You have a doctorate in aerospace engineering. You have logged 1,500 hours as a military test pilot. You speak conversational Russian. You have done everything the job description requires and several things it doesn't, because you understood early that being qualified is the floor, not the ceiling. You submit your application on a Tuesday morning. The form asks for your entire professional history, your medical records, your psychological evaluations, your references, your vision prescription, your blood pressure at rest. It asks for things about your body that your own doctor has never asked. You fill out every field with the precision of someone who understands that the person reading it is looking for reasons to say no, and your job is to give them none. Then you wait. 6 months of waiting during which you continue your actual career because the application is not a plan. It is a direction. Your career is the path you walk while pointing that direction. You hear nothing for 4 months. Then a phone call from a Houston area code that you answer on the second ring even though you don't recognize the number. They want you to come to Johnson Space Center for interviews. Level 2, the candidate. You are selected. 1 of 11. The other 10 have backgrounds that read like a catalog of human achievement. Fighter pilots, oceanographers, surgeons, physicists, engineers who built things that currently orbit the planet. You're in a room with people who are your intellectual and professional equals for the first time in your life, and the sensation is disorienting and clarifying simultaneously. Astronaut candidate training lasts 2 years. You learn to fly the T-38 jet trainer. You learn to scuba dive in a neutral buoyancy pool that simulates the weightlessness of space. You train for spacewalks in a facility where you spend 7 hours underwater in a spacesuit rehearsing a procedure that will take 6 hours in orbit. You study the systems of the International Space Station in enough detail to repair any one of them in an emergency. You learn Russian well enough to operate Russian spacecraft systems, to communicate with mission control in Moscow, and to read technical manuals in a language you did not grow up speaking. You are evaluated constantly by people who never announce they are evaluating you. Your performance under stress. Your communication style. Whether you are the kind of person who stays functional in a small enclosed space with the same 5 people for 6 months. Whether you are the kind of person other astronauts would trust with their lives in the specific and literal sense that phrase carries in this building. You complete training. You are now an astronaut. You have not been to space. Level 3. The wait. This is the part nobody talks about. You are an astronaut who has not flown. You support missions from the ground. You sit in mission control during someone else's launch and monitor systems and communicate with the crew and do work that is genuinely important and that is genuinely not the thing you came here to do. Some astronauts wait 3 years for an assignment. Some wait 7. Some retire without ever leaving the atmosphere. And that fact exists in this building like weather, present but unspoken. You stay ready. You train continuously because the day your assignment comes, you need to be as prepared as you would have been if it came yesterday. You give talks at schools. You answer questions from children who ask you what space looks like, and you tell them you'll let them know. They laugh. You smile. You go back to the neutral buoyancy pool and rehearse the spacewalk one more time. Your assignment comes on a Thursday afternoon. Your flight director calls you into an office and tells you that you are assigned to a 6-month expedition to the International Space Station. The launch date is 14 months away. You walk out of the office and stand in the hallway for a moment, and the hallway looks exactly like it always has, and you look exactly like you always have, and the world has just changed completely. Level 4. The training for flight. 14 months of mission-specific preparation. You train with your crew, 2 other astronauts and 2 cosmonauts, in facilities in Houston and Star City outside Moscow. You eat meals with these people. You argue with them in 2 languages about procedures and contingencies and the correct way to handle a depressurization scenario at 2 a.m. When everyone is tired, you learn their rhythms. You learn who goes quiet under pressure and who talks more and what each pattern means. You will be locked in a structure the size of a 6-bedroom house with these people for 6 months. The house will be traveling at 17,500 miles per hour, 250 miles above the surface of the Earth. You need to know them the way you know your own breathing. The week before launch, you are in quarantine. No visitors without medical clearance. A cold that grounds you now is a cold that delays the mission and affects a chain of logistics that extends far beyond you. You sleep well. Surprisingly well. The waiting is over and the action is coming, and your nervous system interprets the difference as relief. Level 5. The launch. The suit technicians help you into your pressure suit at 4 a.m. You walk out of the suit-up room, and there are people in the hallway who have worked on this mission for years, and who will not be going with you, and who are there because this is the moment the years of work produces and they want to see it. You walk past them, and you try to look at their faces, because you understand that this moment belongs to all of them. The rocket is lit from miles away. Then it is lit from inside you. The acceleration is not what the simulators prepared you for, and the simulators prepared you for everything. You are pressed into your seat by forces that your body has felt in training, and that feel completely different when the thing pressing you is actual combustion and actual velocity and actual departure from the planet you have lived on for your entire life. 8 minutes and 30 seconds after ignition, you are in orbit. The engines stop. The silence is absolute. And you are weightless for the first time, and everything you are holding drifts away from your hands, and you look out the window, and the window shows you the Earth. And the Earth from here is not a fact you were prepared for by photographs or descriptions or the accounts of everyone who came before you. You were not prepared. Nobody is ever prepared. Level 6, the orbit. 6 months. You conduct experiments in microgravity that cannot be conducted anywhere else. You maintain systems that keep 6 humans alive in an environment that would kill them in 90 seconds without the structure between them and it. You perform a spacewalk, you go outside. You are in a suit, and a suit only between you and the vacuum, and you are moving along the exterior of a structure orbiting the Earth. And below you, if below means anything here, is a planet you can watch rotate. You are outside for 7 hours. You complete the repair. You come back inside. Your crewmate helps you out of the suit. You eat dinner floating in the cupola module, watching a sunset that occurs every 45 minutes up here. And you eat slowly because you have learned that the things worth eating slowly are worth eating slowly, regardless of where you are when you eat them. Level 7, the return. You land in a capsule in a steppe in Kazakhstan, and people in orange jackets open the hatch, and you smell air that is cold and real, and you have not smelled real air in 6 months. And the smell of it is something you will remember for the rest of your life. They help you out because your legs have forgotten gravity, the way a language forgets itself without use. You sit in a chair outside the capsule, and someone hands you an apple, and you hold it with both hands and eat it, and the people around you pretend not to watch you eat an apple. Level 8, the veteran. You fly twice more, each mission different. Each launch carrying the same specific terror and the same specific readiness that you've learned are not opposites. You become the person newer astronauts ask questions of in the hallway. You give them the same answers your predecessors gave you, and you add the things your predecessors didn't know to say. Level 9, the legacy. You retire at 52. Your body has accumulated the specific costs of spaceflight. Fluid shifts that affected your vision permanently. Bone density that required years of recovery after long-duration missions. A cardiovascular system that your doctors track with the attention of people who understand that the data you carry is unique and irreplaceable. You have been to space 3 times. You have spent 412 days off this planet. You have seen the Earth from outside it, and that view does something to a person that cannot be undone and that you would not undo if you could. Somewhere right now, a child is looking up, not at a screen, at the actual sky, at something moving slowly across it that is too steady to be a plane and too bright to be a star. They don't know yet what they're looking at. They'll find out. They always do. The cycle continues. Subscribe to stay with us. Every video is another level, and drop a comment below. Tell us what level you're at right now. We read every single one.